welcome back to another video on the Inside Spurs channel. Happy Wednesday afternoon. Hope you're looking after yourself. You're having a good day. Obviously, I did actually put out a video this morning. I know it's not my usual trend to put one out this morning. It was recorded yesterday. Didn't get a chance really to do it yesterday, so it's up this morning. So that is up. So go have a little look, watch of that. Let me know what you think. Obviously, as per. Also, want to say thank you all for have subscribed to hit 2,000 subs this morning, which is pretty cool. All right, I know I'm not Mr. Beast, but it's pretty cool for me. Anyway, more importantly, into this video, we're talking a little around these. Multiple reports on Nico Williams and Spurs' interest in the Bilbao winger, as well as talking about an interest from a rival, well, we'll call them a top team, for Joshua Zirkzee. So plenty to get into, plenty to talk about. I just want to say that if you are new, give us a subscribe. I guess the journey to 2,100 is definitely on again. It's definitely on now. Anyway, let's talk though Nico Williams first and foremost. So it stems from multiple sources. Okay, I'm not going to go through all of them. There's been about 5 or 6. The latest one is what I'm going to go with. And it came from Mike McGrath through the Telegraph Football. And it said that Atletico Bilbao forward Nico Williams is set to be at the centre of Premier League approaches this summer, with Tottenham Hotspur keeping an eye on the Spain's international situation. Now, we know that we want a marquee winger, right? Or a marquee attacker. We'll just call it marquee attacker. Because obviously if someone pops up in the striker role that we're really keen on, Spurs might go there. They might move Sonny out on the left again. You never know, right? But let's just say they want a marquee attacker. I've always been on the hype train of Zirkzee. That's kind of the guy that I truly want. And, I've never really differed from that path. It didn't start there, but it's been there ever since. I think my path started with Neto. Started seeing all these injuries and situations. Switched to Eze. Eze's been my guy. But let's say Man City go and get Zirkzee, right? Let's just say they do. Because that's obviously, that is a possibility. And we wind up going for Nico Williams, I won't be disappointed or sad. Nico Williams is a fantastic winger. And, he's one of the better wingers coming out of Spain. He is a Spanish international. They won the Copa del Rey at Atletico Bilbao, or Athletic Bilbao, however you want to say it. They did win the Copa del Rey, him and his brother Inaki. I know. It's his brother, Inaki. He's Nico Williams, okay? I know, all right? But he's a really exciting player. And the fact that he does have a release clause, obviously, somewhere around 50 million or so forth. Years ago, you'd sit there and go, that's crazy money. What's that about? But in today's day and age, it's just not crazy money, which I find bonkers. I still think 50 million is crazy money, regardless of who you are. Regardless if you're Newcastle United with the hundreds and hundreds of billions of pounds, or you're the local football club. 50 million is still 50 million. It's crazy. And look, we need a marquee winger, right? And Nico Williams can play both wings, which is those things are really. It's really important. It's nice to see what happens maybe with Kulusevski. Maybe he starts to play a little bit more on the left this season. We saw a little flash of it, obviously, last weekend against Forest. Maybe we see a little bit more of it going forward. Obviously, you got your Johnson, you got your Werner, your Solomon's obviously out to the end of the season. You got your Brian Hill, but let's be honest, at least one of those two will be moving. I expect to see Brian Hill be the one that's moving. There's been reports of him kind of being not let go. Spurs will get some money for it, but Spurs cutting their losses on it, I think with Nico Williams, it's an exciting move. It really would be. It would excite the fan base. It's that kind of guy that give the ball to him in space, he's just going to run at the fullback. It doesn't care who he is. He doesn't care if it's Carl Walker. It doesn't care if it's me. He's running at the fullback, and I like that. So we hope to see more of that information. And obviously, a little bit more of Zirkzee. That never hurts. Let's talk, though, Joshua Zirkzee, the Bologna attacker. So Kevin Sport Witness, who said that Kia Joorabchian, working to take player to Aston Villa. Bologna forward has been linked to multiple Premier League clubs so far. This is perhaps the most interesting claim so far. Now, if you don't know who Kia is, it's a very big name in the old football world. Helps players move around, if you know what I mean. Now, when I think of Villa, obviously you've got Watkins, you've got your Diabys, you've got Baileys. I know you got Zaniolo, but I don't think he's staying there this summer. I think he'll be moving back to Galatasaray and then just moving again straight away. Yeah, I can so see Joshua Zirkzee. I can see it. You can picture him in that Villa kit, and you can. Now, what does that mean for Spurs? That's why it's in here. I don't really care about Villa. It's what it means for Spurs. It's another attacker off the list if he was to go there, right? So we know about players from the Serie A like Gudmundsson and Zirkzee. We know about, obviously, Nico Williams, Eberechi Eze, Neto, which I do have an update coming on Neto in a little while. We know about all these sort of players being out on this list. Rafinha from Barcelona is still on the list. Illing Jr. is still on the list. So there's plenty of players still across these lists. You start to look at it. You can start sort of painting a picture and kind of saying, well, if Zirkzee's going to Villa, okay, that's one off the list. Maybe Gudmundsson goes to AC Milan, that's another one off the list. And you start to whittle it down. And that's why clubs have 10 to 12 players for each position that they're interested in, because they know, well, 6 of these could easily move next week. You could lose your top 3 targets, and then what are you going to do? So, I think with Zirkzee, I think we're on the list. I think it's one of those that, it'll be one of those that say, do you mind just keeping us in the loop? Just want to see what happens with this situation. But I don't see Spurs going for Zirkzee. Now, he's an exciting player, that's for sure. And there's that ability for his upside to really rock. I always talk about, players with low floor in terms of they're quite raw and with a crazy ceiling, because there's so much ability to improve, or players with a higher floor where you kind of know what you're going to get, with the ceiling being a little bit lower because you think the progression isn't going to be as high as maybe someone else has. With Zirkzee, I think the floor is even fairly high, but I think the ability to expand is there as well. So it's one of those ones. Yes, he's maybe not the most prolific of goal scorers. I get that. That's fine. But what I would also say is he's very versatile. There's a reason why the top clubs want. There's a reason why Bayern Munich are still quite keen on bringing him back. So it's something that we'll keep an eye on. I think Villa have done some really good attacking player business recently. Maybe the Zaniolo one hasn't worked out as much, but when we look at, the Watkins deal that's worked out, we look at Bailey and Diaby that are super exciting players. Well, that's be interesting. I'll be keeping an eye on this one, because I think that would be a really good move for Villa if they were to get a Zirkzee. But what does that mean for us, obviously? We shall see. But anyway, guys, then the video, hope you did drop a like on the video. If you did, hit me in the comment section down there, just there. I can't pull it up and show you, but it's there. Your thoughts and feelings about Villa going for Joshua Zirkzee, as well as Spurs continuously being linked to Nico Williams. Excited? Happy? Whatever. Let me know. Obviously, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and hit the bell notification for more. But anyway, guys, then the video, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Take care, guys.